pace of inflation in Canada is cooling. The price of many essential goods continues to rise, and it's forced many Canadians to look hard at their spending to figure out how they can balance their budgets. Peter Sashecki from Everything Financial joins us now with more this morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Yeah, people's money, it's been a lot on their minds a lot lately. Rising cost of gas, of course, inflation. So it actually peaked in June at 8.1%. Where are we at right now, Peter?
We're down to 7. So we've had 2 decreases in a row, a 0.5 and then a 0.6. And that's good. That's what these, we'll call them these front-loaded bank interest hikes from the Bank of Canada are supposed to do. The thing that people don't realize is go, well, why is inflation still at 7 or what's it at? A raise in interest rates takes about 15 months. That's the lag time before you see, I know, it's a long time.
How do we speed that up?
Yeah, it's before you see the full effect of that. So that 1 point raise in July and then a 3/4 point raise. But I was actually on a conference call this morning listening at 5 a.m. just for this. And the theory is that we will probably get a couple more, but the big hikes are behind us. And we're getting close to that peak number where they feel we should see some decreases in interest rates later 2023, 2024. And at that point, inflation should be back to a more normal.
And what is that normal?
Level. Well, the Bank of Canada is shooting for in the mid 2% range, and they'll be happy with. But even a 6% average for this year would put us at a 3-year average of well under 3 still for the past 3 years. So not good now, but good overall.
We're gonna get there. Okay, so let's talk about retail sales. That's often a marker of how people are spending. So where are we at so far this year compared to last year?
Yeah, the last numbers were for June, Carrie, and they were 11.1% up.
People are spending more.
People are surprised. Canadians are spending money, but that's a good thing. We just call that job security and job creation. If we keep helping the economy and spending money, long as the 11% increase in spending doesn't come with a $15,000 or $20,000 credit card bill.
I was going to say, and how are they paying for it? Makes a difference.
Well, we don't know that yet as far as where debts are because some of those things haven't come out. But increase in spending in June means, and you know what, Gary, a lot of that's because there's a lot of saved up money from 2 years of not doing almost anything.
That's
so
true.
This is good for retailers if we see people having the confidence and going, yes, inflation is there, but I have a lot of unspent money, so I'm going to spend it. Good for the economy, but that unspent money also causes inflation because you have a big demand with people spending money, but supply, we say that word a lot, right? The supply chain and whatnot. But supply sometimes is limited, but a lot of people are spending money. So it's a balance, but I'd rather see people spending than not spending.
Yeah, maybe people are maybe choosing to travel since some restrictions have been lifted, a little bit easier to get out there. But those gas prices again this morning and expected to go up again. I mean, how are people to manage that?
And a lot of people go, well, there's got to be way more inflation. Look at gas prices. But you have to remember, inflation is all of Canada. Those gas prices are BC.
That's such a bone of contention with a lot of people that they're so high here on the West Coast, but across the country, comparatively, such a difference.
I was in Alberta for business on the weekend and a wedding, and I was there, and I had to fill up the tank before I took the rental car back, and we were $1.30. I have a client who just got back from Manitoba, $1.25. I called some colleagues who in downtown Toronto, $1.35. We hear all about Cherry Point and refineries here and everything else, but Canada should be, whole other segment, energy independent. Look what we have in Alberta. The problem is in the last 6 years, the reduction in crude for all of Canada, not in BC, all of Canada, bought from Alberta has reduced by almost 75%. So when Alberta is producing gas, they're going to have to charge more to just make money. I mean, gas isn't being bought from Alberta for Canada. That's something that someone needs to look into.
Whole other segment, Peter.
You bet.
Whole other segment. All I know is that, thank goodness, I have my gas tank is full right now. Won't be for long, but for now it's full.
Mine's full too, so I'm good.
Oh boy. Okay. Thanks, Peter.